A lot of times when I'm looking for a movie, what I'll do is, like the rest of you, I will dial up Netflix, Amazon Prime, go to the movie theater. Sometimes what I end up doing is I start looking a couple of weeks in advance to see what's going to be playing at some of the independent theaters, because a lot of times you'll get really good titles there. Now, I will say, admittedly, this movie that I'm about to review, a publicist reached out to me some time ago and said, hey, would you like to see this movie? I missed the email. I did. But I will tell you, my level of enthusiasm makes up for the missing of the email, because I saw the trailer. I knew it was coming to one of the independent theaters here in Ottawa. I saw the trailer for it. I got in touch with the studio, who then put me in touch with the publicity company. It was like, we tried getting in touch with you, dum-dum. But here we are, and I'm very excited to be talking to you about the new movie, Don't Say a Word, which is playing theatrically across the country, and you can also get it on demand. What I can tell you is that this is written and directed by Ruben Martel, an Indigenous filmmaker who probably said to himself, over the last few years, you have seen the atrocities of residential schools, and I'm going to take a little different approach. I'm just going to come out and try to scare the crap out of you. And congratulations, job well done. What I will tell you is that this is a Canadian film, which I love. This is a movie that has Canadian distribution, which means, as I said, it's going out to the theater. And if you talk to Canadian filmmakers, who are very talented, by the way, they will tell you getting distribution, kind of the holy grail. So congratulations to Ruben Martel and his team. I found this movie very entertaining. Now, before we get into the film, let's take a step back. I want to personalize this. Yes, I'm born here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, but my parts come from Trinidad. And with that, I grew up hearing all sorts of folklore, myths, legends, basically the stories that keep you up at night of different characters in Trinidadian culture that would just make you freak out. What Ruben Martel has done is he's kind of dipped into the Indigenous folklore bag and pulled out a character and brought it to the screen. Now, in this, we see this community that is being shaken up by the fact that there have been some recent deaths that they can't explain, or can they? Now, what I can tell you is that the horror genre is always a difficult one for me to review, because there's always people out there saying, oh, that didn't scare me, nothing scares me. Okay, taking that aside, did it entertain you? I found this movie to be very entertaining. There's a lot of things about this film that I think just work. It's unfortunate that this is coming out now, because I think this would have fit very well into a Halloween film festival, but park it for next year. See it now and then bring it back for your Halloween film festival next year. At the core of this cast is Sera-Lys MacArthur, who delivers a fantastic performance. What a strong female character. We've got somebody who was a bona fide badass. Her character has just come back from war. We were dealing with some PTSD, but she's also somebody who was just absolutely no nonsense, and I just loved seeing her on screen. She just comes to life. Overall, I found this movie to be very entertaining. Again, putting aside the can it scare you or can it not dialogue, because I know that's very touchy for some people. What my thing is, at the end of the day, is this going to be a movie that entertains you? And I think it will. I love supporting Canadian film. I love the vision that was brought to life in this film. I think it's very entertaining. When I saw the trailer, I was in, and then going to see the movie, also in. I give this movie a B. I strongly recommend checking out and supporting this wonderful Canadian film, Don't Say Its Name. It's a fun movie. Let me know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WhittyWhittier, and WhittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.